Y'all are goofy. Y'all are goofy. All right, let's turn this down because I know many of you are gonna be like, "Why you got the music so loud, Rev? It's too dang loud." Okay, it's lower now. Volume has been lowered. How are you doing? Welcome into this wonderful Thanksgiving Eve here in the U.S. Now, for our Canadian friends, Canada celebrated their Thanksgiving last month, but as we know, well, they're Canadians, so they're thankful every day anyway. Every day is Thanksgiving in Canada. So, welcome in Canadians, welcome in Americans, welcome in Europeans. Welcome in any New Zealanders around. Welcome in the Kiwis from Australia. Love y'all. Welcome in. The only people not welcome, if you are in Britain, all the Brits, get out. Don't care about you. Go away, Brits. Obviously, I'm joking, but there are plenty of people who think I'm serious. Hopefully, y'all are having a wonderful Wednesday wherever you are, and hopefully, you're enjoying that Oopsie chest. Hopefully, you're enjoying the events, which have been, okay this month. I mean, they're not like breaking. There is a really high milestone event in terms of level of grind, but I mean, I guess that is what it is. But yeah, things going on. I'm gonna do my ISS Jelly Brawl here on stream here in a second. We're gonna see if I get stream sniped. What is the over under on Rev getting stream sniped while doing Jelly Brawl? Y'all got the over under ready? Somebody taking that down? Taking that down? Can't hear me very choppy. It shouldn't be choppy at all. I have no lag on my side. Believe it or not, I'm not getting Comcasted right now. Everything's good. Everything's good. They extend the 9,000 hostiles per day. Yeah. Let's see. Real quick. Yeah, the disco was something I wanted to check here on stream. So we're going to do that really quickly. Really quickly. Let's go back over here. And there we go. Actually fixed. Yay! Good job, Scopely. Look at Scopely doing things. And look, I'll admit, go ahead and tell you now, me and DJ specifically put in a little bit of gripe session because they changed the description. So was a little bit of gripe there. Was a little bit of gripe. And by the way, I have no idea why some of y'all had lag. Like, believe it or not, here in the middle of the day, I've had no problem. So not sure why y'all had a little bit of lag there, but yeah, collecting my Oopsie chest for the day. Collecting my Oopsie chest for the day here. Love getting this for free. This is easily one of my favorite things they've ever done for the players. Obviously, it can always be better. You know, it's it can always be. I had some people asking, why don't they just give you the treasury? Well, there's two reasons they didn't give you a treasury key. There's two reasons they didn't give you the treasury key. The treasury key would have been worth about 2 times as much as that gift was. And then on top of that, that wouldn't have actually fixed the problem. Unlocking the treasury does not make the issue go away. So yeah, there you go. But it was an amazing Oopsie chest. And I really appreciate them doing that and being willing to just say, hey, we realize this is that big of a problem. So we're going to keep you in the game for another 40 days, which that covers Christmas through the end of the year. Wow, it's almost like they planned a way to try to make people be incentivized to be in the game throughout the rest of the year. Man, that's... Could there have been a nefarious reason behind the niceness? No. Not at all. Not at all. do it every month. Well, they're not going to do it every month, Zero Galactic, because then what would be the point in buying it? But if they do continue to screw up, they have now set a precedent for how good that Oopsie chest should be. They've set a precedent. So I will say this. Every problem the game has doesn't deserve that level of Oopsie, but the Treasury bar definitely does. And some people didn't even really notice it being that bad for them. Other people, the Treasury, the notification bar was absolutely game stopping. People, it was crashing their game. So it definitely depends on how bad it was for you in terms of how you see that. But it was a very big Oopsie this past month. It was a problem. Yeah, Barkman's right. I mean, the size of the pain is real. It was tough. Yeah, don't forget, by the way, if you want to join No Battle, No Honor, it is a very high hit, but at the same time, good payouts, and y'all can go after it. Only problem is Klingon hostiles, which I'm actually very friendly with them. I do have places I can go, but I don't want to go in Kronos and do it. So we're going to see if I actually end up doing and finishing out. But make sure you join it. It is an opt-in. It is an opt-in. Our Treasury went from the $100 pack down to the $20 pack. I've heard that, or Jedi, I'm sorry. I've heard that in terms of that's happening to some players. All I can really tell you right now is to put in a ticket. They're supposed to be looking into that. They even made an announcement about that. So, yeah, it's two more. I was referring to the no-rep Klingons, but it's going to take a lot of hits. A lot of hits to get that done. A lot of hits. That was more the issue. It's the traders in like Kronos are a lot easier or less time consuming than to come down and like go to Hill or to Dari or whatever. But it is what it is, right? Let's see. I'm wondering how far we can make it into this. I wonder how far we're making this before I get smacked. I'm sure somebody's going to come and smack me. So Circuit Junkie, you got the Oopsie chest you're going to get for the Treasury. They're not giving out an entire Treasury. I don't know if that's what customer support is trying to say. I hope not. They're not giving out an entire Treasury. So starting. Well, Simon, I'm streaming fine here. Like there's no issue on my end. I can just say refresh. But my side is going completely smoothly, which is nice. I'm not getting Comcast right now. I'm not getting Comcast. Oddly enough, I would have liked my $100 Treasury to go down to the $20 one. Xavier, I guess I get that. Not everybody is willing to spend on the $100 price points. And I will say that this upcoming Black Friday and Cyber Monday, I have seen that there are some lower price point options. There are some lower price point options being released. I don't know how much I'm allowed to talk about that, but there were like I even saw, believe it or not, I saw a $5 pack. So I'm not telling you though, please don't take that word of saying that a $5 pack is suddenly gonna be like this amazing, holy crap, this is the best thing in the world. But I will say for $5, I mean, it's $5. And I have seen a couple of those. So we'll just have to see how that goes. But Looney says they've already got the Cyber Monday option now. Well, there you go. There's a couple people who have already been seeing it for whatever reason because Scopely can't launch packs on the right day, I guess. But yeah. Yeah, there you go. Treasury full messages because they're adding a new feature for your alliance and messages for both. But since we can't unlock the alliance when you have the messages for Ordrin, I'll be honest, I have no knowledge of that. But I do know that there's alliance stuff coming. There is. Icepit, good to see you. Always good to have our moderators here to help out. Welcome in, everybody. Refreshing work. Good to hear, David. I have no idea why that was causing issues because it's been pretty good today. It's been good today. Calling BS on that one. I mean, Peter, I can literally show it to you if you don't believe me. Some players are already seeing it because of course they are, but it's a real thing. It's a real thing. It is real. Believe it or not, there's a new, and it is a new pack. Oh, FTB is going to snipe me. Hey, what's up, FTB? I haven't seen you in forever, man. How are you doing? Got 11.2 mil jelly. Oh, he even brought well, it's technically Armada crew, but he brought a crew. How you doing, FTB? Haven't seen you in a minute, man. What you been up to? I'm assuming you're in chat. Yeah, the Cyber Monday pack has got Cisco, Miles, and Ducat, which is how you know it's a new pack. Like it's not just some random old pack getting rehashed by accident. It is a brand new pack. automated defense is super powerful. So I've been meaning to make that video on the Horizon automated defenses. The Horizon is the most powerful of the automated defenses. Yes, it is very strong. It is very strong. Best pack this month, the $20 Horizon auto defense. If you are the appropriate level, yes, it's really good. I will make a video on it to show everybody how effective it can be. But again, it's 20 bucks. There's not currently a free-to-play path for it. And I don't know how much I would like really push it, but it does work very well. I will say this, the math on it is impressive. And then it's kind of like up to y'all. I'm trying to think. The North Star, sorry, my brain like completely blipped. So the North Star, I want to be really quick, is trash. The North Star one is a waste. Don't do the North Star. It's real quick. I just want to throw that. Hey, Noof Dog, how you doing? That's where we're gonna put that. The North Star, please don't waste your money. In my personal opinion, you would be wasting your money. Personal opinion, you'd be wasting your money. But the Horizon one, it's actually pretty decent. Basically, it's stronger than the Cavort. Anyway, we'll go over that when we talk about our video and I can actually show you the math. So, any more sourcing for Ikatika will likely be a shard or two short after Battle Pass. Kevin, that's actually intentional. The only one that was supposed to be completely free to play unlocked was Pawn. So, Ikatika was not planned on being a full unlock by himself. Now, it is still technically possible, and dang it, don't have enough warp range to go all the way out there. The warp 185 Armada. Boo. Boo. But yeah, it's FYI on that one. The resource in the Horizon pack is good too. So I don't think I still have the Horizon pack up, but if I do want to show y'all why for 20, yeah, I do still have it. The $20 pack is actually decent for $20. Keep in mind, it's 20 bucks. But you're getting plenty of orb splinters to launch it. You are getting the automated defenses. The Latinum is okay. I mean, for $20. I love that it's a lower price point option. And thank you, Ryan. I greatly appreciate that. And then it has uncommons and more in it. It's not just you buying the refit, which is good. I hate it when you spend like $100 and all you get is like a refit. And all you get is, you know, a ship skin. So I do like that it actually has more in it. Again, I'm really trying to encourage them more and more to do lower price points. And not that I'm trying to get rid of $100 price points. I just think there should be both. I think you should have options. I think you should be able to say, hey, I'm willing to spend 50 bucks this month and there'll be something for you. Or if you are willing to go spend 100 bucks and get Ikatika elitely, you know, cool, then do that. I like options. And I know it's a lot of work for them to create those, and they even look at it in terms of a cost analysis and the ROI on how much work it is to design a $5 or $10 or $20 pack. But I'm really trying to push them to make that more of a regular thing, kind of put it in a rotation, if you will, and then go from there and just see what can happen. I think you can only find out if you try. Now, if they do all this and it's trash and like it doesn't work, cool, then I'll stop bugging them about it. I'll stop bugging them about it. But I do want to see actually us going through the process and see if it'll work. At the appropriate level, the Horizon North Star packs are good for uncommons alone. So Jesse, there is kind of an argument for that, but at the same time, I still don't want to encourage people to get the North Star in terms of, I like the North Star as a ship, but there's no point in getting that automated defense because the North Star can't sit there and, you know, it doesn't have the cargo range, let alone the protected cargo. It doesn't have the cargo range to justify going after that. So I really just try to like tell people, I want your money to be used effectively. And I don't feel like that's an effective use of it. And as Dale says, it has no long-term value. Q, thank you for the $1.99. If y'all do want to support the channel, it's optional, but it is appreciated, especially now in the holidays. And as y'all requested, we are putting together a Christmas list for the kids. But if you want to donate, PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, there you go. Every $50 Cash App donation, we'll give away another t-shirt. So I would love the $50 pack, especially this Treasury pack, getting annoying. Yeah, the Treasury one is, I think they've actually made it towards only a 20 or 5, 20, and 100. I don't know. But they've been trying to make changes to it. And I will say, if y'all didn't get it this month, they did recently make the actual battle pass better, which I have to give them love and credit for. The battle pass, in terms of the packs you bought and everything, and even the rewards inside the BP, but it's especially the elite $100 battle pass, was a huge improvement. I mean, they definitely made the battle pass more valuable this month if you are willing to go out in that route. Again, if you're listening to this, you don't have to spend. You could be a free-to-play player and be just exceedingly happy as a level 35, 45, whatever. But if you are a spinner, they have been moving in that direction slightly. Are the Brits allowed back in yet? It's winter. Yes, Pink, come on back in. It is getting cold. In November, how cold does it really get in Great Britain? Because right now it is probably about, I don't know, 15 Celsius where I'm at. I'm trying to rough math it, but I haven't done that in a while. Let's see. Because I know how to do it from Celsius. Like it's Celsius, you do, no, it's Fahrenheit. You do whatever temperature it is, minus 32 times 5 ninths, right? Isn't that right? 5 ninths. So it is 18 Celsius right now where I'm at. 18. Oh, thank you, Andy. You posted it. Yeah, it's whatever temperature it is, minus 32 times 5 ninths. So it's 18-ish right now where I'm at. Currently running Next Gen LaForge, Beverly, and Chin. Would a tier 2 Moreau be a good replacement for Next Gen Beverly? No, Ryan. You would wait until you get the Pike Moreau combo because of how those officers work in tandem. The Next Gen Beverly is actually increasing a Next Gen LaForge's ability. You don't want to sacrifice that for the mitigation gains of Moreau, especially a really low Moreau like a tier 2. Which when you combine Pike with Moreau, that you can get to maximum mitigation, and that's where the value is, because you're guaranteed max mitigation with Pike Moreau. That's the value. That's why you stick them together. We got to get you Pike. It is minus 10, minus 12 Celsius. Where are you, Benjamin? And it's 6 degrees where Wayun is at, 8 where Mark's at. Okay, so it's a good bit chillier. It's a good bit chillier. It's 8 in the Netherlands. Nice. That's the perpetual rain of England. Makes it feel colder when you're soaking wet. So I'll say this. I love perpetual rain. Like, I know we're talking about the game. We're talking Star Trek Fleeky Man, but just real quick. I absolutely love like overcast weather and rain. Like if I could move anywhere in the US, one of my top spots is like the Washington State, the Seattle area, those 2 states up in that northwest corner I would love to live in. But yeah, no problem, Ryan. That's what I'm here for, to help out everybody that I can. It's 70 degrees in Florida. Florida never gets low. I mean, when's the last time it even snowed there? It's the apocalypse if it snows heavy in Florida. Oh man, the game. Is Pike Moreau still working for 51 without Chen, or should I be switching to Pike Hammer? You should definitely be using the Strange New World crew if you've got the full synergy crew for the hostiles that are 52 plus. That is the best meta. The second best officer group for 52 plus would probably be 5 Gorkon Khan, but it varies. That's probably the most popular one. A lot of people would use like 5 Kane Khan as well, just for the piercing values and boosting. But in general, you want to use the Strange New World crew for that 52 plus. Did you do a video on the Interceptor Strike team? Couldn't find one. I've not. The reason being is I actually just unlocked Ducat. I just got Ducat in this weekend's leaderboard. So I didn't do a video because I didn't have the officers. Now I've got Ducat, Damar, and Garrick. So I will be making a video on the Interceptor Strike team. And if I can get Wayun, I am 29 shards short currently. If I can get Wayun, I will make a video on the Explorer team as well. What I plan on doing is just doing an entire strike team overview and why I believe the math says that the strike team battleship is the best, followed by interceptors, followed by morale, but all 3 of them are better than any other PvP group in the game. Like if you would normally run, I don't know, Perk, Zal, Gorkon or something, which is an old school enterprise run, strike team is way better. But I would personally order them Battleship, Interceptor, Explorer, but all 3 are worlds better than what you've been running for the past 2, 3, 4 years. You request to add all the strike team officers into the ARC store. Slugger, I am wanting to see all the strike team officers in the event store, and we'll see if they listen to that. But don't worry, it will be requested by myself. I'm sure by the moderators, by other content creators, it will be requested. Had a laugh last week. I left work with 4 inches of snow, drove home 52 kilometers southwest, and there was no snow. Where is this, Dennis? Where is this? Took down 5 million augers with my Sally. Yeah, I used to kill augers with my Saladin with various crews. I've actually got a clip on the good old Twitch of me doing that and having a pretty good hit. But yeah. So yeah, I can see that. I can see that. Doubt Strike Team Milan will ever be in the store since she's in Incursions. Well, I mean, all of them, just FYI, Incursions is meant to be a sourcing for all strike teams. So all strike team officers will eventually be in the Incursion store. Just a quick FYI. And hey, Jimmy, shout out to Server 17. So that shouldn't be the holdback if that's the logic, because if that's the case, then strike team will only ever be in Incursions. And that just means that unless you bought them, you're never going to source them. So hopefully that's not how it works for us. And again, that's why I'm going to push for those officers to be in that store. And that would have given players months to have gotten them and, you know, gone through that track of, look, you bought them, you've now taken advantage for a few months, and now the free-to-play get to catch up, which is normally what happens. People who spend get an advantage for whether it's a month or 3 months or whatever, and then free-to-play get a chance to match, and that's just normal. That's just normal. And we kill this little interceptor. Sadly, I missed the days, FYI, I miss the days when this would actually complete my dailies, because it no longer does that. That type of response to the overlords. I'm trying to, me and DJ are trying to coordinate and get the overlords, well, specifically Beck and Eco here, for our monthly meeting that we've been doing once a month. With it being a holiday this month, it's obviously a little bit more difficult. K92, man, thank you. Thoughts on Miles still being the spy? I'm going Team Miles. I'm still going Team Miles, but I'll admit that if y'all been keeping up with the storylines, Kira is becoming, Kira's putting up a good argument for being the spy, but I'm still going Team Miles. Me and DJ agreed that we're going to pick a side and we're going to run with it. And I picked Miles, he picked Kira, and nobody picked Cisco because I don't think anybody really believes Cisco is a spy. So, thanks to the website you shared your video yesterday, I was able to kill 7 mil combat training balls for the mission boss crews on the website. Dude, Steven, that is great. That is awesome. That's my goal as a content creator, to make you better, but also to let you know about other content creators out there, because I'm not the only, I'm not the end all be all. I know Reb is amazing. Y'all love me. At least I hope you love me. I hope you're not lying to me this entire time. But I'm also not the end all be all. There's other content creators out there who are also freaking dope. And I thought that that's great work and I loved it. So I wanted to give him a shout out. And I have to apologize to him this morning for me breaking the website. Like, it crashed due to the overload of people. But at the same time, I think that's a good problem to have, right? It's a good problem to have. Hopefully I get some fluffy here. Hopefully we get some fluffy here. 3-day mission that I will be speeding up. I will not be running that in its entirety. I'll definitely be speeding that mission up, but let's just do officers that are here because it's a 12-hour. Rev's the end all be all. Scopely adds bugs just to try to take some of Rev's power away. Oof. May be true to that. Can't confirm or deny. Could be true to that. Can't tell you either way. It's sad that the story is OP level locked, even more so when it directly tied to this whole espionage event. Fair. Yep. Very fair. Very fair. Sorry, I'm just going through breaking websites used to be called /dot effect. Kevin, that's probably before my time, because even when I worked in IT, I'd never heard of that. And I still have not heard of that, obviously. Never knew that was a thing. All right, let me see if Kang helps. Yep, Kang takes us over. Is there any sanity in rushing ops to 32-35? 100% yes. I mean, there's not a lot at 32. Now, I will say, with additions to the game like Solar Armadas, there's more of a valid argument for doing that now than before in terms of like picking up a 32 warship and stuff. But I still think you can do that on the way. 35 is an even better camping spot than it used to be, in my opinion. and I still strongly recommend it. Up to you if you feel like you're ready for that, and you need to be able to look at your own account and say, okay, where's my efficiency research? Where are my specialty ships? Yay, critical on getting these Romulan credits. And if you think your account's ready, definitely make that move. Now, if you're getting there and like you've only got a tier 4 Franklin and you've only got your Disco to tier 6 and you've not even scrapped a Stella, then you really need to focus on those areas of the game. But all that said, if you have everything that you're looking for, you've got everything and you're set, then yeah, I would definitely take the opportunity to move up and enjoy all the perks therein. And hopefully I get this critical because I desperately need this one. Desperately need it. LaRomy says, if you could pick one good reason to soft or hard camp at 39, what would it be? Dude, hard camp for sure. The biggest reason, you sit at the top of a leaderboard bracket, and is one of the only places in the game where you can get and use multiple economy types. What I mean by that is, at 39, you can use and acquire 4-star and 3-star. I'm not counting 2-star, but you can technically still get it there too. Because you can sit at 39 and dominate leaderboards and events and then acquire multiple currency types while working on efficiencies and everything, I still strongly recommend camping at 39 unless you're a spender. If you're a spender, you don't need that as much. You can jump into the 40s and get to 42 pretty quickly. But if you are free to play or even a light spender, you probably are going to get more benefit out of camping at 39 than soft camping. Again, this matters almost entirely on where you are with things like spending, because that can greatly change the amount of resources that you're getting and how quickly you're getting them. Now, to answer you, Dale, what's the difference between a soft camp and a hard camp? A hard camp is where you choose to sit at a level and complete an entire slew of tasks around everything: ships, research, buildings, etc. A soft camp is completing just key things and then moving quickly. So for example, I soft camp from 29 to 35. I'm only focusing on efficiency researches, a couple of ships, and I only upgrade building pieces that need it. I don't keep my building upgraded. I don't even focus on doing all research. I focus on key researches until I get to 35, and I sit there, I catch up, and I enjoy the benefits of being 35. Soft camp is meant to move a little bit quicker, even if you sacrifice overall efficiency and power, whereas hard camping is meant to be the best possible player you can be at that level, get everything done, and then move up to the next level. Again, these are different strategies, and it depends. Like if you are a player out there and you spend, say, 120 a month, which means that you buy an elite monthly pack and you buy a battle pass. Well, if you buy the battle pass and elite monthly pack, you're getting about 2 times as many resources as the average free-to-play player, just from the amount of uncommons and things that you get. With that in mind, it shouldn't take you as long to do things, nor progress as much, which means that one of the big issues I talk about is like how much ore you need to get to 40 to 42 and then 42 to 46. Well, if you're getting more, then it actually is a little bit more advantageous for you that instead of saving, you kind of go a little bit faster so that you can get the better rewards and higher levels. You can make up for it because you're paying for that. But if you're not paying, then you're just going to get a slog where you are missing out on so much stuff. And I was talking to another player who streams, he doesn't stream Star Trek Fleet Command, he streams in general, but his name's Jesus. And his issue is he moved so quickly to 35 that there's now so much to do, and he's so far behind, he doesn't have time to do everything needed to catch up. So it's actually kind of burned him out a little bit. He wasn't able to complete everything quickly enough for how fast he was progressing, and now he's just completely overwhelmed with the amount of stuff in the game. And that's that balance you got to find for yourself. What's the optimal spot for your play style? Because if you, for example, you're just talking about 35, if you don't have your Disco, your Vidar, your Saladin in this case, which use that, your Stella, etc., all ready, and your Devore's not ready, your Franklin's not ready to scrap, well, it's going to feel like you have way too much to do. The events start getting too hard, and you get slogged down. You have to be very careful about that. Be very careful about that. Let's see. I want to get to more of these because I know I just talked a little bit. So try to answer some questions. Went 40 for 4-star in events, 7-day, 30-day chest improvement, and battle pass extras that under 40 don't get. It's better than I was. Barnabas, I don't really understand the last sentence because it kind of breaks up there, but noted. When scrapping the tier 1 faction ships, are there certain prime skills that are associated with scrapping a certain ship? So yes and no. It's more just about the materials that each takes. But if y'all remember the video, who caught the video where I did ranking the primes? The top free to play is going to be prime officers and prime cell efficiency. Those are the top free to plays. And then you've got the prime mining efficiencies that are really big. You have prime board rewards that's really big. But it's more going in that pattern and following that. So there you go. Researches are done, ships are done. My highest rep is 850. Dude, Laromi, you seem more than ready to go past 39. Like more than ready. Wow. Holy Snikey's Batman. Should you spend multiphasics on prime ships? I do not like the primes that cost multiphasics personally, but that's up to y'all and whether that has value. How many more of these do I have to hit real quick? Let me check. I want to see how many more of these I need to hit. 10. I need 10 more to finish my Jelly Brawl. Then we can go do that crazy Klingon one. Yeah, I'm sitting here in shock that Laromi is that high. Any Black Friday deals you know of? Yes, Sniped. I know at least of one. There's a $5 pack coming that has a couple shards or one shard of Cisco, a few shards of Miles. I think Garrick is maybe in it. I remember. And yeah, it's $5. So that's one of them that I know. By the first of the year, I should have 1 billion lock. All I can say, Laromi, and this is very illegal in terms of service. Will you come do it on my account for me? Will you come lock me 1 billion? Thank you. Thank you. 3 shards of the cot, 5 miles, 1 Cisco. Thank you. And it also has materials in it. So even though you're getting 1 epic shard, I would say for $5, it's a pretty good $5 deal. Yeah. I'm 39, and for daily hostiles, I have to relocate to a 42 system. At a Steam, it's going to get really hard. No jelly yet. Any hints to make daily hostiles easier? Lower your rep. Honestly, I would lower your rep. Dennis, I actually did not get stream sniped by Big E. I'm not sure if he's spending time with family this wonderful Wednesday Eve, but I did get stream sniped from the back. FTB came by, and I haven't seen FTB in a while, so it's actually pretty good to see him. So shout out to FTB. Which research do you use the particles from Treasury on? Oh, are you asking the ones you get every day? Because once you hit level 40 in your Treasury, you start getting those particles. Are you asking that, where those go? And congrats, Atex, on getting 10 mil lock on your FKR. And Saint, thank you. Thanksgiving is stressful. So if you are curious where you get those, or where to spend those particles, you will go into your research tree. We'll go into the territory tree, and you'll find 3 researches that you can get. You have prime capture no damage, which I do not recommend. I think this is silly. I would not spend on it. Then you have prime PvP. So this is 150% boosted damage when fighting players. And then you have prime protected cargo. The average person, the one with the most true value is this one, prime protected cargo. This is the most true value. And it will take you about, 40 days, right at 35-ish days to get the particles if you collect them every single day, because you get 8 a day. And then you have prime players. So I would go 1, 2, and then 3 over here. The hooded, you get this. Once you get your treasury to level 40, right here, your daily turn-in for your diodes will start including 8 free prime particles. So this is something they added to make those 3 primes free to play, because they had been out over a year. Once you hit your treasury level 40 plus, you'll be able to start getting prime diodes or those prime particles for free, 8 a day, 125 days, not 40. Okay, whatever the math is, I didn't math it. I just know that you can get all 3 in 1 year-ish. There you go. 1 year-ish will get you all 3 right over 1 year. And you got to be 40 plus. Yeah, it definitely matters, Hooded One. You want to get your treasury 40 plus because you get 8 free particles a day. So I've been doing it consistently every day. That's another reason to log in every day, just to collect that for a free prime. Surprised you don't like prime PvP? So Kevin, it's not that I don't like prime PvP. It's actually very valuable. But like I said, for the average player, what has more value is that prime protected cargo boost. That's really going to help out for your Meridian builds, your deep space mining. that has more value to the average player because let's be honest, you mine more than you PvP. The prime PvP is still good. I'm not saying it's bad value. I'm just saying that if you put in order of importance to your gameplay, the prime cargo or the prime protected cargo is more important for you in your everyday usage. Yeah, Hooded. Yeah, think about it, Hooded. You could have known this months ago, maybe. It's just, there's so much stuff in this game to know. What are some strategies you recommend to source G4 ship parts efficiently? So what level are you is the real question. What level are you? Because if you're like 39 and you're trying to get your Meridian max, there's nothing I can really do to help you besides say buy a pack. But what level? Ops 44. Okay, so one thing I would say is there are a couple of dailies that pay out your ship parts, and you might overlook that at times. So take a look at those. That'd be a big thing. Scrapping is not really gonna be an option for you when it comes to the trader parts, but it is an option for you when it comes to interceptors, you know, explorers, battleships, Mayflowers, D3s. Remember, one thing I'm real big on is ABS. Always be scrapping. And before somebody says, well, Rev, you're not scrapping something currently. Oh, ha. I have got a ship ready. It just needs to get leveled up. Where are you at? Where are you at? There she is. So tier 1, level 1. I've got it bought. Just got to put through the work. So always be scrapping. I just got this, so I can work on that again. And then obviously Stellas, you want to be scrapping those. So always be scrapping something. Always be scrapping something. And that will help you with your ship parts, because ship parts is one of the biggest, if not the biggest bottlenecks of the 40s. And I talk about it a lot. And that's why I'm pushing to get a bonus refinery specifically for the ship parts. Now, Benjamin, you do bring up the Fuchsia skin, and I like that. The Fuchsia skin will give you an option if you have the Fuchsia high enough to get those, but that's not for like level 39. The Fuchsia skin will not give you the ship parts at level 39. You'll have to be in the 40s to take advantage of that. I don't mention it too much because, again, I'm not trying to push people to buy things. It's kind of like Lorca sourcing. You can buy the Discovery skin and get Lorca sourcing every day. That's not worth just buying the skin, in my opinion. You'd have to get more for that. Buy, exactly, Ice Pick. Like, you know, the truth is you can buy anything you want in this game, but my goal first is to tell you how to get it, that you can grind it. And if you are curious how you can speed up that process through purchasing, then I will tell you the proper route to go to do that. How you get enough materials to keep scrapping ships? Constantly doing everything this game offers. Every event, you should be transferring. So like 2-star scrapping to 3-star. Like if you start running low on 3-star gas and crystal or whatever, start scrapping envoys. Start doing 2-star. And that's why the theme is always be scrapping, because you don't want to get stuck. And if you're always being, you know, constantly pulled on for different materials, you've got to find a way to add to that. And it's like, if you're doing envoys, that's what, 400 more gas a month. That's almost 5,000 more gas a year. It's not a ton, but if you're literally doing nothing, it's more than you had. It's more than you had. It's worth hoarding disco recruit tokens until you get the disco skin. I've saved 10,000 before a free-to-play unlocking the disco skin. Yeah, there you go. There you go. I mean, if you want to go that strategy, be ultra efficient. For me, I'd probably rather have the officers as quickly as possible, but doesn't mean that strategy is bad. That's just kind of a preference thing. Yeah, that makes complete sense. I ran out of 2-star ships to scrap, and grinding those BPs is boring. Oh, it is, Max. I'm not trying to say it's not. It is very boring. But I'm just answering the question. Like that's what you got to do. You got to take methods like this to the extreme, especially if you're going to be free to play. If you're going to be free to play, you've got to dedicate more time in this game than anybody else to be as good as anybody else. That's just the truth. But at the same time, that can feel more rewarding. I am wearing a Deuce McAllister New Orleans Saints jersey. Scrapping South and Border Centurion cost effective. So Tony, they are less efficient. Like you get less 4-star to 3-star than the 26s, but you get more in one big punch. So if you're just one of those people who's like, yo, I'm tired of looking at the Centurion, you scrap it, you are getting more up front. But in terms of your ROI, it's more efficient to do 26s. Just remember, it will take more time to do all the 26s compared to versus doing 28. You're sacrificing time to be efficient. Value, you tell me. You will get more from doing 28s, but you get less 4-star per 3-star that you're investing. Mop 39, 26 million power. Stella just cracked 1 mil. Nice, Scottish. What's your M score at? What's your N score? And Tomb's right. It's not just the G3, G4. You're getting less per everything. Everything is less in terms of return. Can you do the 28s without spending faction credits? What are you asking, Sean? What are you asking? What do you mean, can you do them without spending? How often do you see Discovery Spore packs in the store in need of Spore components? I'm so confused, Sean. So confused. Away team store? Sorry, I'm trying to catch up. There's so much going on. The away team store for ship BPs? I guess fair. I don't use my away team store for anything besides the big ships I'm getting, because at 4-star, it is so expensive. The ships are overpriced. And Scopely knows they're overpriced because they changed how the G5 ships cost. So keep that in mind. But my away teams, all my currency gets focused entirely on going after the pylum. So I don't ever think about getting the D3 and stuff through here. But yeah, that is an option. Here's my pylum. Get that every day. Did you mention Spore packs? So yeah, the packs sometimes are seen on Sundays, which is our anomalous phenomenon. You'll see them sometimes on Sundays, and they're usually always in every big event store that you can go after. Yeah, sorry, I tried to answer like 4 questions at once. My poor little American brain broke. Poor little American brain couldn't handle it. So if you'd be so kind, help prepare Rev's American brain by liking this video. Prepare American brain, like video. Fix it. Grinding the BPs is really slow compared to just buying BPs for the 26s. When you first build a 26, 28, the cost seems insane. But when you get to scrap regularly, it's not. Oh, dude, Andy, exactly. Like for me, I'm currently working towards the pylum. It's going to cost me 500,000 faction credits if I just spent faction credits on that ship. So spending like, 12K for a ship is like, oh, it's chump change. So it's all perspective. When you're in the 20s or 30s, yeah, that feels ridiculously expensive. But as you level up, it's nothing. It's nothing. And what I typically recommend if you're dual faction grinding, you have one faction that you primarily focus on for ships, the other that you do for scrapping. Like for me, Klingons are my secondary faction. So that's why I bought a D3 with faction credits as well as having a Katinga. Because I'm not saving to get the Coronar, and if I get it, cool. But I did want to go after the pylum. So now I'm working on that process. And then what I might do is do the Hegta at 50, because the epic 4-stars are 1 million faction credits if I even decide to get it. But yeah, I'm probably going to get a level 50 ship, because I'll be honest, the grind from 49 to 50 is huge, but then going to 53 is a pain in the butt, and it's just going to take too much time. So I'm not going to just sit and not get a new ship. I want new toys. I love getting new ships. That's part of the fun of the game for me, so I'm not going to sacrifice that. Scrapping my Katinga soon? Wolf, no. We fans give thanks to you and your honesty, humor, and insights. Hope your mental health is improving. Been on AHCA journey the last year or so. You're the man. Thank you, Snipe. It is weird. The holiday season for me is equal highs and lows. So there is some great things. There are some really bad things. Is it really important to get one of the faction miners in the lower 30s if you have a maxed out Horizon? Going to get an Amalgam 31? In my opinion, yes. I really think it's important, because you will use that 3-star faction miner into the 40s. I still use my 3-star faction miner every day. Every day. It's an important must-have. So I would say yes. Again, that depends on each individual player and their strategies, but to me, it certainly is worth it. All I remember about Louisiana is miserable rain and miserable humidity. I love the rain. Don't like the heat and the humidity. Let's see, can I reach 47? I don't think I can. I haven't upgraded. Oh, I can now. Yeah, because I got to do 47. Would you scrap your Horizon once you have multiple faction miners? So I did, Richard. Now, I would say now that if you bought automated defenses, there's a legit argument for just keeping one max Horizon around, because that automated defense on the Horizon is not so strong. But yeah, I mean, I scrapped on mine and I just rebuilt a Horizon because of the automated defenses for a video. So, are my 3-star faction miners max? No, I have one at tier 8 and one at tier 7 with the warp upgrade. So both of them give me enough to reach low deep space in mine. But I did not take them to tier 9. And as Tony points out, the reason being is the 3-star faction miners are poorly designed because they all take crystal. So when you get to the 4-star and the 5-star, well, they take the corresponding resource. So for example, if you are going after the Vortivore, let's just shoot the Hydra, because everybody likes to go Federation. Well, the Federation takes mostly gas. So that is a good design because that's what it mines. But the 3-star faction miners all focus on crystal, which is a huge pain point. So I don't recommend getting all 3 and trying to max them because of the cost of going through that endeavor. I don't know who CCR is sniped, but I don't want anybody to stop the ring. Please don't stop the ring. Red will probably say pick one, which would be most likely. So I think that you can even get 2, but if you get 2, you then change your strategy to probably not trying to max one of them, and you're just taking them maybe both tier 7. So again, this is all strategy based in one, understanding your spending, understanding how many resources that you're getting. But the reason I say that is let's take a look at, say, the Antares. If you want to max an Antares, it will cost you 31,000 crystal. And it's basically the same for the others. And that's raw cost. That doesn't count your efficiency, so it's not that bad. It's a lot less than that, but just talking raw numbers. But if you only took it to tier 7, it's only going to cost you 13,000 crystal. Yes, those last 2 tiers are that much, and your warp range will be 50. At tier 7, you can use things to get a little bit deeper. If you take it to tier 8, which is what a lot of us do, your warp range will be 60. Bam, there's your sweet spot. And you've only spent 23,000 versus spending 31,000. Keep in mind, raw cost. You can do tier 7 and then use disco and stuff and warp yourself in there. Beginning to tier 8, or at least having the tier 8 engine, is the key to get to that warp 60 level, which is going to help you start getting to those baby spaces. So, what's the lowest M score you have ever seen at level 39? 1. I mean, I've met multiple people who didn't do anything with their Stella. Like, they just haven't touched it. So, T3 faction miners should go to tier 7 with a tier 8 warp core. Well, yeah, which is exactly what I just said, and then get to the first range of faction mining. The only other bonus to going to tier 8 completely is, you know, the mining laser getting better and stuff like that. But yeah, tier 7, my Antares, here, I'll show you where mine are at, just because we're talking about it. But that's the strategy that I did. So my Antares is tier 8. To be honest, I really only leveled it up one more time because I was using it for an event in terms of the spending. And then my Cavort is tier 7. So that's the strategy I went with, and I haven't taken them any higher. I do have a Vol Keys, but it's tier 4. And I don't ever bring it out of the dock. The Vol Keys just sits here. So, just built my pylon after saving from the last arc, waiting tier 4 at the Way Univent. Nice, Lost Infinity. Very nice. Congratulations. I'm a little bit jealous. I've got to get the rep in. I've not been grinding a lot this week because of, you know, all the family and all the stuff that we got going on. I am 85 million away from Glorified, and I honestly think I'm going to struggle to make that by December. So, yeah. T9 will get you to the new 4-star token system. So that's worth noting, Brian. That'll get you the new 4-star token systems in the Jemadar space. I'll be honest, I never fool with token systems. I haven't even gone to them. But yeah, there you go. There you go. How's my son doing? My youngest autistic and real blast at dinner times lately. Hit or miss. He's had some really rough nights lately, like waking up in the middle of the night, you know, just screaming, very upset. And that's been problematic, but for the most part, I think he's been doing better, I think. Oh, man. Love your videos. Level 14, hard camping, farming for ship parts at the moment. Is it true that RNG based on a PvE chest if you collect 50 out of 100, or is that just superstition? It's just superstition, Alessandro. It does not matter if you collect 50, 100, the chest RNG does not change or alter. Does not change or alter any. Just unlocked Wayun with the final piece of the battle pass today. Congrats, Jason. I am 29 away, but I've not collected my bottom track of the battle pass, and that should help and assist me getting to that next level that I need to get to. Well, I'm sorry, I did collect the bottom track. Whoops. I thought I didn't. Well, the last track is the one that matters anyway. So, yay, Bajoran credits. I definitely need Bajoran credits for favors. And I did miss 2 days ago. I didn't do it, so I'm one behind. So I'm not going to get the overflow unless somebody just wants to send me, $1,000 to fix everything on my account. But yeah, I'll have 10 more Wayun shards here, and then we'll see. That means I'll need to get 19 in the wonderful overflow, not overflow, wonderful Wayun spin event. I can get ship parts from the Fisha at level 39. Yeah, you only get commons. And somebody earlier was asking about the uncommon and rare grind, and that's going to take you being 40 plus. Thank you, Falcon, for dropping the donate link. Appreciate anybody who hits that up. Really do. Y'all are amazing. I'll buy you a pack to put towards your pillow. Okay. What pack you buying? You buying the rep pack? Because the rep pack would take me right there. It's $110.43. I just need that pack to come back. $110.43 is what it cost me to buy a pack. Our other server receiving level 38 mana system full now, but no Apex spawning. Dude, Godfather Triple, there are problems all over the place with that Apex. I have not looked into that in 3 or 4 days, but wouldn't be surprised. We need the Fisha skin? Yeah, yes, we mentioned that earlier. If you want Fisha skin, or you want ship parts in your Fisha refinery, you're gonna need the skin. We talked about that earlier in the show. We put down one of our cats last week. It took 4 days to figure out that my special needs son was not understanding what had happened. Yeah, we don't have any animals, but I can definitely see how having an autistic son, that can be difficult to process, difficult to understand. So that makes a lot of sense. Scope's going to do any Black Friday deals. There is at least one pack I know of that's a $5 pack. I'm assuming there's going to be others. Yeah, there will be some Black Friday / Cyber Monday deals. 54 shards for Wayun. No spin besides Elite Track. Shall see how it ends this weekend. Good luck. Good luck on your RNG is all I can say. All I can say. If you could only pick one miner, would it be the Valkyries or the Antares? Or it doesn't matter, honestly, Aries. It really doesn't. The only difference is one mine speed gas more, one mine speeds ore faster. But in terms of cost and everything, that's not really going to affect you. So, yeah, as Nick says, whatever faction is your grind that you're going with to make it easier to do those dailies and stuff. But if you're dual faction grinding, maybe you're Fed and Rom, so that means you need both. And look at you. I see you creeping over here, Jeepers. I see you. You thought you'd get me, but not today, sir. Also, what the hell is that crew? What in the hell is that crew? Why are you running Pike, Honor Guard Wharf, and Marcus? Honor Guard Wharf doesn't need Pike. Marcus doesn't need Pike. What? Hey. Alright. Alright. Okie dokie. Okay. Alright. We're backing out now. We're backing out now. We're just going to go mine something else. Mine something else. Okie dokie. My alliance has access to ore and crystal, so I have an Antares. There you go. That makes sense. You alternated because of the territories you have, because territories give a bonus or have a much higher mining rate. That makes sense. Makes sense. 23 shards from Wayun, 3 are in the overflow. We'll see how the SMS RNG goes. Yeah, since I missed a day, I'm not going to get the overflow unless somebody wants to buy it. The overflow, I don't really care about. It's only 800 tokens, 10 shards, and 2 Wayuns. I don't really care about it. I don't feel like this one's that great this month. So. Is he scopely adding additional events that favor certain ship types? For example, Jelly Brawl for explorers and other events that may other ships? No. Also, take into consideration your territory. You may want a G3 miner for whatever resource you don't have there. Alternatively, if you have G4, you may want that miner for better mining points. All very valid. All very valid. So my alliance has got 4-star ore, but I use an Antares. So I use an Antares. Also, I really want to do some solar armadas right now, but yeah. And let me check real quick. I can take this building to the next. Oh man, I've been wanting to upgrade this building every single time. So I'm gonna speed up this. Speed up, speed up. Using all my days of speed up. Speed up. Ah, let's get you to level 13. Yes. Love that building, y'all. How do you source a Way Prime Research free to play? There is not a way. There is currently not a way to get that like additional away team and everything for free. There's not currently a grind path for that. Click, click, click. Alliance rotates 4-star territories with another alliance to keep 2 of the 4 stock. Hey, that's a pretty good strategy. And saving your armor upgrade for a potential event spin? Not me. Not me. I want those bonuses now. I want those bonuses right now. I'm not waiting. No. And gotta do all these, man. That's one annoying thing about going to 46. When you're at 45, you gotta upgrade all these. All these A/B generators, your vaults, your warehouses, all this gotta get to 45 before you can do your refinery and then go to 46. Terribly annoying. Terribly annoying. Do you think the armory is worth $400 to get to 46 for my pylon to get the ability? Origin, I'll be honest, no, because you can free to play grind it. It will take you a while, but I do like the abilities. Remember, the pylon, you'd have to buy the ability because you don't get the pylon one for free because that's a rare ship. I would say no. Personally, look, and I always do this, y'all. I recommend slowing it down and waiting to see what happens. Anytime something is brand new, like the armory and these skins and refits, they're going to charge a premium. I'm not saying that they're bad. I don't think they're bad. I actually love the armory and the refits and the abilities. Not only would you drop the money to get your building up there, you have to drop the money to then go and get the ship ability of the pylon, Relentless Assault being, one of them. And I just don't want you to feel like you got to rush up and do that. That is good, but 250% is not world changing. Okay. Does that make sense? It's not world changing. It's good, but it's not world changing. Sorry, talking with DJ and Eco. Talking with DJ and Eco. If a Jellyfish Pursuit gave more people a good amount, it'd make money, but only one gets the ship, every else goes hungry. So Barnabas, that actually depends on your server. Like on my server, there's like 5 winners. The top one gets full, then the second place I think gets full, then the third gets like 75%, something like that. So it depends on your server. Hey, DJ Dragonflame. I'm doing well. Hopefully you're doing well as well. Are you hopping on Talking Trek? So Dan, what I'll be doing is it'll be me, DJ, and Eco, just us 3 talking through a live session, and then I'm going to record it and put it on YouTube. So last month we did our state of the game on Twitch. Today we're going to do it on DJ's show, and we're going to go through various things, talk about various issues, problems, etc. So we will get that in. Real quick here, let me respond to them because we're getting that prepped. Hold on, just responding. Prob's not ignoring y'all. All right, there we go. I heard that you were an STFC veteran. To see how you do. I know that you are on Twitch as well. However, I see that you play other games. I do. DJ, so on Twitch, it's almost always Star Trek Fleet Command, but we also play War Thunder just to change it up. Hearts of Iron 4. Obviously, we do Stream Raiders just kind of every day on the side. So it's all about having fun and adding more to it. But yeah, I mean, Star Trek Fleet Command is the main thing I do. And the only thing I really do on YouTube, though, the channel does do like Star Trek content as a whole. Treasury's full. Duval, really? Dude, that is awesome. So happy for your Treasury. So happy for your Treasury and that it is full. Level 29, what would you say is the best use of away team credits? Saving them, honestly. The other option would be, oh gosh, this thing punches hard. I need to upgrade my Franklin. It punches way too hard. I would honestly say save them, or on the miners, save some faction credits. Save them for G4 stuff. That makes sense too. I mean, you really need those mostly later on. Doesn't mean that they can't be used where you're at, but yeah. Save for epic ships. Yeah, I mean, honestly, the answer at 29, especially if you're doing lead expedition and you're getting criticals on lead expedition, I would just save. I would just save. I sound like a jerk, but will you be bringing up communication with Eco? It's definitely gotten better, but again, the past weekend with Treasury still took about 4 hours to get an official post. So there's time limitations there. I know that's not the answer you want to hear, but there's limitations to how quickly they can respond to certain things. Things have to go through approvals. They can't just openly talk and say something immediately. It's just not something that they can do as a company thing. And yes, I did just blow all that in one go and didn't even think about it. That was dumb. I did just do that without even thinking about it. I just wasted so much uncommon and not an event. All right, that was great, Rev. Good job. Good job. Good job, Rev. You're amazing. Oh, man. I'm op 20 and going to be camping there for a long time. All right, well, that's cool. I don't know why, but I feel like I'm lacking officers. The officers are important. I wouldn't tell you to live there forever, but I mean, I get the logic there. Yeah, that's what I get for trying to answer questions and then do stuff. My brain just went ahead and blew about 9,000 4-star gas. Great. Great. Yep, that was fantastic. I should do more stupid things more often. More stupid things more often. Woohoo. Yay, Rev. Well, I still have enough to go after Wayun, but I did not mean to do that right now. But if I go to my materials, see, I've still got crystal that I can blow on, so I'm going to be doing a lot of researches. And then I still have 3-star, so I'm going to be doing D3s, etc., maxing them out. But yeah, that was definitely an oopsie. But I still have enough to do it. That was just a big oopsie. Not proud of that. Not proud of that at all. Nope. Not proud of that at all. Okay. Oh, any chance Scopely will give us bartering ability in the future? For example, I'll trade you BPs for 3-4-star ore. Nope. None at all, honestly. I never anticipate there being that type of system in the game. Ever. If it happens, then y'all can just be like, Rev, you were wrong. But I never anticipate that happening. Whew. Always your fault? Duval, it is. It really is your fault. It really is your fault. I'm blaming you. How do I get 6-star uncommon crystal for Prime Klingon Tribute? Buying it. Only answer. All you can do is buy it. All right, so I got to get ready for the State of the Union. I would trade all my Kamara BPs for 10 rare 4-star. Don't have anything happening. Did you finish level 45 R&D main and surrounding buildings before blowing all that crystal? The only thing I have left in terms of to go to 46 would be all the docks, not the docks, all the these thingies, warehouses, vaults, and generators. So that's all going to be ore. My docks are already at 45. Now my guns are 43 and 44, and that's gas, but I don't need the guns updated. I will have to do the refinery, but yeah. So I've got ore and crystal to blow, no real gas. I do need to do this though. And upgrade this. Doesn't really do anything, but I'll upgrade it. Can I find me on PayPal? Oh, well, I can do that for you real quick. ATX, here you go. Exclamation point donate. Then that'll give you the link. Any hints for next arc? Say a DS9 skin? No hints for next arc coming this early. I never start hinting until the month wraps up. Until the month wraps up. Either want to exchange for the non-faction ship VPs or for them to be removed from your chest after certain exhaust level. The hooded, I'm trying to get them removed from the chest. That's what I'm trying. I'm trying. And Boxer, my Mantis would be up there, but I've not been grinding the Mantis since it's been broken. So. Hey, George, good to see you. I am about to wrap up, just FYI, because we're about to do our State of the Union. But yeah. Yeah. What happened to the market building at Ops 50? Dutch, that was like a plan from 4.5 years ago. It's not happening. Yeah, I'm here. I'm glad you're here, George. Good to see you. Yeah, I never anticipate there being a market in this game. Simple answer. Money. Simple answer. I'm talking about a player market. They could end up doing something that is like game generated for like all those stupid BPs and stuff you have. But like a player market, like I trade you, no. I don't think that's ever happened. You think we ever get them to have a red alert sound for PC when we get hit? Possibly. Yeah, I'll say why not. Any chance of rare ACCs being added to the 4-star uncommon chest? Also highly unlikely. Highly unlikely. And mine's still at 39. I'm slowly going up and getting more for my ACC, but yeah, it's highly unlikely. But again, we can always ask. When are they going to open level 61? Chad, are you ready for level 61? Are you saying you're ready? You still recommend taking the Trinity officers to tier 4 before moving on from 35? I would, Jimmy, but that's, again, up to you entirely. I still think that even if the argument is stats alone, you definitely want to take those officers high, and they're still very good. Draco, also, I'm not aware of any plans with that, no. Thank you, Looney. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Doot, 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 doot. Bum, 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 I don't know why Mario just got stuck in my head all of a sudden, but that's how my brain works. But yeah, I have no knowledge of them boosting that up. So no knowledge, none at all. None at all. Be able to exchange every blueprint that you would use for tokens for prior events. Well, I really want them to get rid of the tokens. I don't know if I want that either. I want them to get rid of the tokens. I want less tokens, not more. Less tokens. And thank you, Dutch guy. I appreciate that. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the stream because I've got to go get ready for the State of the Union, where we're doing myself and Eco. Now I will be recording that. We'll put it up here on YouTube, and that will probably be up tomorrow morning, probably about 8 on Turkey Day. I know Turkey Day maybe is a tough day to put that, so maybe I'll wait till Friday. I haven't decided yet, but you'll have that for November. We'll go over a lot of things. We'll try to grill them a little bit, and hopefully y'all like our answers. Live long and prosper. Stay safe for the Space Cowboys. Deuces, that's me. I appreciate every single one of you. And yes, I am still streaming on Twitch tonight. So if y'all have not joined the Twitch channel, come hang out with us on Twitch. I am still streaming there tonight, assuming that we don't get Comcasted. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Amazing community. That's all I can really say about y'all. Y'all are incredible. Bye.
An even better outro than the intro. For the Empire and glory to your house.